This is a special edition of KTSM 9 News Small Town Spotlight.
KTSM 9 News at 5, live on location as we are every Wednesday as part of our Small Town Spotlight Summer Series, all made possible by the fine folks over at Charlie Clark Nissan. We are coming to you live today from Santa Teresa, New Mexico, as we highlight this New Mexico small town as well as Sunland Park, New Mexico. So a 2-for-1 this week, and thank you for joining us here on KTSM 9 News at 5, a special edition of KTSM 9 News at 5. I'm Andy Morgan.
And I'm Monica Cortez, and that's right. So you can actually see the planes behind us. We are at the War Eagles Air Museum in Santa Teresa. It's Doña Ana County, and so I didn't know this. Andy, so I would go and visit the National Weather Service, which is literally down the street. And I didn't know this incredible gem existed.
And I feel like that's been kind of a common theme, right, in some of our stops for Small Town Spotlight series is we had no idea some of this stuff was here, and it's absolutely something that we would visit in our free time.
Absolutely, and I love it. And you know what I love the most is seeing what is it called? History buffs like Andy just walking down and just seeing everything. I love it. I love history too, and you can see so many things from the 1930s, 1940s. It's fantastic. Guys, let's dive into some of this history real quickly. So it all starts, this is, as we mentioned before, this is the War Eagles Air Museum, and the museum was actually founded in 1989, and this was by John and Betty McGuire. And so as you can tell, it was their love of aviation. They wanted to share the history with the community, and now the museum features one of the Southwest's largest collection of restored historic aircraft, I should say, along with a large collection of vintage and historic cars, motorcycles, and various military art crafts throughout the entire, a few decades now.
This is like a real live, active way to like read a history book, right?
It really is.
All of the different exhibits, and they have like an explanation behind each aircraft or each vehicle that you're kind of seeing. So really, really cool. And speaking of aircrafts, I know for me, I've definitely always had the urge to want to be able to fly. I wanted to go to the Air Force Academy growing up in Colorado. Didn't quite get to the academy there, but always have had an interest in flying. And if you have an interest in flying, we have the place just for you. I think a lot of people think this is maybe a far-fetched idea, but not necessarily.
No, not really. The Red Arrow Flight Academy is located in Santa Teresa right here, and they provide a safe, responsible, and honest training. Here's more on that story. Check it out.
It's a challenge. It's probably, most people will tell me when they're done, it's one of the most challenging things they'll do in their life. Because it's not only the studying aspect and the getting ready, you're also kind of challenging your own natural instincts, your own fears, right? So you're overcoming those challenges. So definitely that's a unique psychological thing that happens.
There are like nerves at first, and like it was bumpy today because of the heat, but otherwise, you know, it was a great time.
One of the most enjoyable things of being a flight instructor is when people do their first solo. Literally, we hop out of the airplane, we land, we hop out of the airplane, and we tell them, go do a couple touch and goes and good luck and have fun. And it's one of those things, and I know every student I talk to, the solo is the thing they will never forget. I mean, it's just that memorable experience of like fear and joy and anxiety all kind of meshed into one is a unique experience.
Cool.
Wow, Andy. Okay, I have to say, I'm jealous of Nigel. Oh my God. By the way, Nigel, obviously, he works with us, and he's such a sweet guy. He will never brag about it, but you could tell a big smile on his face when we talk about it.
What a treat he was. And I told him I was true. Did you fly that thing? And he's like, you know, I count, if you pressed a couple buttons, that is flying in my book.
Oh my God, Nigel. Oh, such a cool experience. We have to do it, and we were just being told that you guys can come out and do it too every month.
Yeah, flights and sights also happening this Saturday. I heard this Saturday is sold out, but definitely something to keep an eye on in the future.
I'm doing it for sure.
So we have a lot more that we obviously want to cover here at the War Eagles Air Museum, but we do want to get our first check of weather.
Yeah, it's been so hot. Robert, what can you tell us today?
Well, I tell you what, Monica and Andy, I feel the need for heat, speed, the need for speed. Yeah, I'm sitting in a Curtiss P-40 Warhawk. Okay, so back in the late 30s and 40s, this was basically your version of Top Gun. Now, we still have that heat advisory out here in Santa Teresa at the airport. It's over 107 degrees, and of course, it's going to be almost as hot tomorrow. Wait a minute, I'm here in the hangar, and I'm hearing something. I know we have 35 vintage aircraft. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Right over there. That's right. It's my compadre also wearing a leather jacket with the aviators. It's Bobby Bone. So your forecast is the heat does come down a little bit. Will we break the triple-digit streak? There's a slight chance Tuesday. I'm going to have your detailed forecast and more with Bobby over here, the vintage cars, the planes, all coming up in just a little bit. Monica, Andy.
Thank you so much, Robert. I have to say, you look incredible in that getup. My question is, how hot is it?
That is, I was just thinking, I saw that and I was just like, talk about commitment. We can always count on Robert to go full send on whatever it is he's doing out there.
Gosh, that's amazing. Well, we've been talking a lot about Santa Teresa, lots of interesting facts, but how about we switch over to Sunland Park now?
Yeah, of course. Sunland Park, part of southern Doña Ana County, and I believe we have Tawny Davis, who is joining us here live in Santa Teresa, New Mexico, who's standing by with the mayor of Sunland Park, New Mexico. Hey there, guys.
Hey there, Andy and Monica. I'm here with the mayor of Sunland Park, Javier Perea. Mr. Perea, you know, people often think Sunland Park is such a small town. There's not much to do, but you all have grown. And how would you say there have been those victories in the city for the past 10 years?
Absolutely. The city of Sunland Park has grown both in boundaries and the number of people that live within the municipality. We've added hundreds, maybe thousands of homes, and we're expecting several thousands of homes to be coming into the area over the next several years. But with that come infrastructure challenges, and we're investing millions of dollars in infrastructure across the entire city. Along with the different economic opportunities. We're investing in tourism as well, and hopefully we have some positive announcements of a new entertainment venue coming to the city of Sunland Park. And also we welcome our partners with Traders Village with now buying Western Playland. So we have many new opportunities that we're looking to cater to the tourism market within the city of Sunland Park. And also let's not forget the cannabis industry that's evolving there at the city.
And speaking of the cannabis industry, it's been a topic people love to talk about. How has it boosted your all's economy since it's been legalized?
One thing that's been very positive is that a lot of the vacant buildings that we had across the entire city are now filled. They're built up to code now as well, and that's adding additional revenues to the municipality, which we didn't have before. With that, we can provide additional services. We're improving the pay for our emergency personnel, and all of that is major investments in the community that we haven't had before. And we thank the city of El Paso and all of our neighbors who contribute to that revenue here at the city of Sunland Park.
Well, thank you so much, sir. We hope to hear from you soon, and I'm sure we'll hear from you later on our Small Town Spotlight, but for now I'm going to send it right back to you, Andy, Monica.
Awesome, Tawny. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've touched on Santa Teresa, Sunland Park. I don't know if you guys knew this. I think I do. I've seen the railroad. Have you seen it? Yeah. Well,
100%.
there's one that runs through here, and there is an incredible diner that helps out in that area.
Yeah, and the railroad industry also big here in the borderland for obvious reasons in terms of importing, exporting, that sort of thing. But I will say the clientele for this diner too. I was told
unique.
90% is the railroad workers that end up going there, and Penny's Diner is of course a part of that. So a lot going on, and it's much more than just the food that brings some of these railroad workers in. Take a look at this.
We provide a lodging and restaurant for the Union Pacific workers. This is the transfer station. These guys are coming from Tucson, and they're transporting all sorts of merchandise in the train.
A day in the life of an engineer? Okay, well,
I take care of the locomotives.
The conductor takes care of the cars.
You know, sometimes when you talk railroad, people's eyes start glazing over because they don't really know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm responsible for the speed. I have to worry about the tonnage, how to slow it down, all that kind of stuff, speeding up, you know, those kind of things.
We get called at all hours of the day and night, and some trips are better than others, you know, and depending upon weather or traffic and things like that. So it's a really nice feeling when you see that hotel van come to pick you up, because say you might have been working since 9 o'clock the night before, and it's now 9 o'clock in the morning or later, and you're tired. You're ready to go to bed. So it's a really good feeling.
When they come in, they're just tired and they want to go to bed. So usually they just get a bite to eat and go right to bed. They get here and then we pick them up and then we bring them back to our hotel. And then they get some rest and then we bring them back here and then they hop on the train again and go back to Arizona.
What a unique little diner. I love it. It's beautiful. And you know what, Andy? I'm so hungry. I'm going to go right after this.
I know. What about these we got on here?
I love these.
They even have Top Gun on there. I didn't even notice that until just now.
I feel legit now.
They came over to us. They're just like, hey, you want to wear some aviators? And I was just like,
yes,
say less.
Say less.
I am all about
I just don't know that I can pull these off. I don't know. You look great. I just.
The screen's over here, so I'm going to. I think we got it.
We got it, right? We got it.
Absolutely got it. So a lot more to get to here from Santa Teresa, New Mexico, here at War Eagles Air Museum, but we do want to get to our news of the day.
We'll send it over to our anchor, Carla Draxler. Hey, Carla.
Hi there, guys. Well, let's switch over to our news of the day. It is the first day of the trial for the man accused of killing El Paso Sheriff's Deputy Peter Herrera, the first death penalty trial in nearly a decade. Facundo Chavez is charged with capital murder for the death of Deputy Herrera back in July of 2019 during a traffic stop. The trial was delayed this morning after a second alternate juror did not show up. District Attorney Bill Hicks's office confirmed it was a confusion with the date, but the trial did resume later this afternoon. We will proceed with our coverage tomorrow. An El Paso police officer is dead, according to the El Paso Fallen Officers Memorial Foundation. The foundation posting to their Facebook page saying Officer Fernando de la Torre passed away recently. Also in the post, they write, he was a, quote, honorable man, officer, brother, mentor, friend, and most importantly, a husband and father, end quote. His death is said to be medical, but no details have been released yet. Funeral services for Officer de la Torre are still pending. In an update, El Paso Police Department identifying the hiker found dead at a hiking trail. Police say 61-year-old Kevin Klein was found dead at the Thousand Steps Trail in West El Paso. El Paso Fire Department's search were sent to the area after a report was made that Klein had not been heard from for hours. A preliminary investigation reveals the man may have tumbled down a rocky part of the trail, sustaining injuries due to the fall. According to Visit El Paso, the 2.8-mile trail is located within Franklin Mountain State Park and is considered a challenging route. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our small town spotlight in just a few minutes. You're watching KTSM 9 News at 5.
Avoid collisions, construction, and obstructions daily with KTSM real-time traffic. Your local weather authority, Robert Bettis, the Borderlands' only certified broadcast meteorologist.
Gonna take you right into the danger zone, danger zone. Now you right into the danger zone. Yeah. Yeah. Tom Cruise, whatever. Bobby Bone from the Charlie Clark Automotive Group, of course. These small town spotlights, they look fun. They're as much fun for us and as educational for us as it is for everybody else, and they couldn't happen without the Charlie Clark Automotive Group. So we thank you very much, Bobby Bone.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and you look pretty good in that leather outfit.
Thank you. Thank
it's
you.
pretty hot.
It is hot in here, yes.
Okay, let me try to get out of this James Bond car. By the way, this is a 1907 Jaguar. That's how the British say it, Jaguar. And it's one of over 50 vintage cars in the War Eagles Air Museum.
Amazing.
Let's talk heat, and then I'll show you the plane. It just keeps going. The number that nobody wants to see every day, 41 consecutive days of triple-digit heat, blowing away that old record in 1994. Here comes your exclusive 9-hour forecast for Thursday. It gets slightly better, but still a heat advisory in effect. High temperature 170 degrees for a very hot afternoon. 110 for Juarez so far today. 107 for both Las Cruces and El Paso. 105 Deming and 102 so far in Alamogordo. A look at the satellite radar composite. It's clear where the zone of high pressure is. All the storms are cleared away. We've got some thunder showers around Silver City, but we remain dry under that heat advisory. Here comes your allergy forecast. 4.6 for Thursday, 5.6 for Friday. High temperatures tomorrow. 101 Alamogordo, 104 Deming, 108 Juarez, and 100 for Van Horn. Tonight, 73 the low temperature, Las Cruces. Clear skies and variable winds. 105 the high for tomorrow with a heat advisory in effect. Tonight, 76 the low temperature at the airport. High tomorrow, 107 with hot breezes in the afternoon. Only KTSM gives you 9 full days of weather. 104 and partly cloudy on Friday. Saturday, 101 and dry. Slight chance of pinpoint showers on Sunday with a high temperature of 100 degrees. 100 on Monday. However, potentially strong thunder showers that night could leave us cloudy and a little bit cooler, so we'll have a chance to break the streak on Tuesday at 99 before the triple digits come right back. All right, Bobby, this right here is a training version of the P-51.
Yes.
I think you recognize the P-51, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, because who flew it at the end of Maverick?
Tom Cruise.
That's right, and who looks just like him except with slightly more blonde hair.
You do, Robert.
Oh, thanks, Bobby. You know, this might be the one advantage that I have over you being a little guy.
That's true.
Is
You
flying
fit in
a
the
plane.
car. That's
it's
right.
not comfortable for you in those cockpits. Is
No,
it?
it's not. No.
Okay, help me down, and
All right,
let's talk
do
about.
it.
Okay, so Charlie Clark Automotive. Oh, thank you, thank you.
we go.
That's just
All
easier
right.
if I just fall into
There
your
we go. I
arms.
got you.
Okay, so this beautiful plane right here, one of 35 gorgeous planes that they have here at the War Eagles Air Museum.
Yes.
But we've got another form-fitting, beautiful, aerodynamic little baby right here.
Oh, yes.
Tell us about this.
Yes, this is our Altima SR spec. This one has a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, 181 horsepower. This one's got air conditioning. Oh, it's going to make you good. It's going to make you good.
Did you say air conditioning?
Air conditioning.
All right.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
You know what? You've got, if you haven't taken your kids out here to see this museum, you've got to. It's incredible. We've got more KTSM 9 News coming up in just a moment.
Apply now at gecu.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, aren't these hats neat?
Very cool.
We are coming to you live from the War Eagles Air Museum here in Santa Teresa, and man, has it been amazing.
Definitely a history buff's dream, walking up and down some of these aisles and seeing all the history. We're going to dive much deeper into that in our 6 o'clock newscast, but a little bit of a 2-for-1 this week because we're talking, of course, Santa Teresa as well as Sunland Park, New Mexico. A lot of hidden gems in Sunland Park that you might not even know of. How about one of them is the Ardovino's Desert Crossing. It's a banquet hall, also plays as a wedding venue on a lot of history. 50 years of history and hosting events. And this, of course, boasts a charm that makes it ideal for monumentous wedding celebrations. And it was built in the early 1900s. So as I mentioned, a lot of history with Ardovino's Desert Crossing. The ranch house, now the setting of the restaurant, the Mecca Lounge, as well as the homestead by Eileen Berg. And it has become somewhat of a landmark in Sunland Park, New Mexico. So certainly a beautiful spot. If anyone's planning a wedding, there's a venue right there for you, right here in our own backyard.
Absolutely. You know, I've been to it a few times, and it is just gorgeous. It is beautiful. It's a nice date night restaurant to go to. And as a matter of fact, we actually have Robert Ardovino himself joining us with our very own Tony Davis. Hey guys, what do you got?
Hey guys, right, like you said, I'm here with Robert Ardovino. Mr. Ardovino, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I wanted to ask you a couple questions, like why did Desert Crossing want to be put in Sunland Park specifically?
You know, it started off as a ranch house, as was mentioned earlier. A cosmetologist from El Paso, a lady by the name of Eileen Berg. This was her summer home. So my great uncle came, fast forward to 1949, and he opened it as a restaurant because his what he would tell my mother was that he was cooking. He had a key club that was just liquor by the drink from 44, and he told my mother, I gotta cook for these bums anyway. They might as well pay me for it. So that was the early, late 40s and early 50s. And fast forward to now, my sister and I have been running it since 1997.
And what's it like having a family business like this that's so important to the community, not just in Sunland Park, but throughout El Paso and the borderland?
I think people need to see things that are authentic, people that we have such a great staff there that everyone's from the region, everyone's from the area, and it's nice to see all the history you can see in a restaurant. It's nice to see things that are older. It's nice to see things that have been there for a long time, and we've got a lot of good things on the walls to look at and a lot of great food on the plate to eat.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Ardovino, and we'll hear from him later on, but we'll send it right back to you, Andy and Monica.
Thank you so much, Tony. Wow, what a beautiful restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot going on in both Sunland Park, New Mexico, as well as here in Santa Teresa. We still have more, including in our 6 o'clock hour, so make sure you're staying with us. You're watching KTSM 9 News, Small Town.
5 years no interest and free shipping. The anniversary sale only at Denver Mattress.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, I feel like we've been treated like total aviators today, right? Especially Robert. Yeah.
You know, we know you have a choice when you fly. And we thank you for choosing KTSM.
Oh,
that is for sure. How was that jacket, by the way?
You know what? With that heat advisory and that temperature so high, and this is a wonderful place, but it isn't air conditioned for us today. A little hot, a little warm, but I'm good. Like, it looks good.
Wednesday, hottest day of the week, as per usual. We got a lot more to get to in our 6 o'clock hour. Make sure you're tuning in for KTSM 9 News Small Town Spotlight. We'll see you then.